Hey guys, and welcome back. This is Chosenarchitect, and today we're jumping back into some more All the Mods 7 to the Sky. Hope you guys are ready. Just to mention this right off the bat, today is World Download Day. Every 10 episodes, I do post a world download, and if you are a supporter of any tier on any platform that is related to my content, then you will have access to the world downloads on the Discord. And not just any world download, not just this one, but all of the archive world downloads from all my past episodes as well in videos. So be sure to check that out. You can be a supporter on Discord by Discord premium memberships, or there is Patreon and Twitch as well. Those are all ways to get access to the world download. So be sure to check that out if you're interested. And guys, let's get on with today's video. So you may have noticed in the intro that there is a massive hole behind me, and that is because I am getting rid of some pesky bedrock. Yes, this right here is a vanilla setup for getting rid of bedrock, and hopefully I can do it successfully. That's hopefully going to happen. Now, do I need bedrock? For some things, but I think we can go to the Twilight Forest to get bedrock as well. So this is not a huge deal to break in the overworld. Plus, I'm going to be building down here, so I need this gone. So how do we do this? First of all, I have some obsidian set up to hopefully save my base, so this doesn't explode all over the place. But all you do is you have the bedrock here, and you build around it like this. We are going to have a piston that is facing like this. Then you place your obsidian block. Then you need 2 pieces of TNT that are on obsidian, some unbreakable block, and then we need a lever and then a trapdoor in this sort of fashion. Pretty simple. I surrounded it with this just to sort of prevent this from blowing up, but this should work. And what we're going to need to do is flip the lever, flip the trapdoor, crouch here, stand in this corner, and spam right click right here on this pixel as much as possible. And when I say this pixel, like this one right here, and just spam right click. And you don't want to do it too fast, but you also don't want to do it too slow. It's kind of a process. Also, you probably want something to protect yourself because it will blow up. So we do this, and I think I did it wrong. But did anything blow up? Oh, this is actually working quite nice. I'm an absolute derp. I just realized why it didn't work. Why it didn't even break this. It's because I have my area protected. So you are going to have to unclaim your area by doing this. Currently, I have it claimed and loaded. So I need to unclaim this area to allow for this piston to be broken. Okay, let's try this one more time. Hopefully this will work. Flip the lever. And then go under here and then right click. And it broke it. Right there. Obsidian broken. This worked. Oh, that was so good. You don't even have to click very, very fast. Look, that is wonderful. I just got to break this down and rebuild. I totally fumble with my words. I totally meant bedrock broken. Our bedrock is now broken, and that's one way of doing it. Oh, look right there. There's a little fella. Look. This is part of Ars Nouveau. This is actually one of the cool things that can spawn. You guys are pretty cool. And I believe these have uses within the mod as well. The Drigmies are so cute. I mean, just look at this fella. I mean, look, he's so adorable. Bye. Now, after all those shenanigans, let's take a look at what I actually have planned for the day. And that is, I want to build several different rooms. I want to build a room that is going to lead off of each side of this. That is going to be underground. It's going to be under this whole build. One is going to kind of have a starting point here, and of course end over here, and this whole area is going to be a big room that is underneath this whole setup, and hopefully we'll have a teleportation pad of some sort that will lead us to this area that is going to be underneath us. It's going to kind of be stacked. That's kind of my goal. Now these rooms are going to be completely enclosed. They're not going to have windows. You're not really going to know that you're even in the same dimension is how this is supposed to work. And well, I need to be in hover mode, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start building off using some gray concrete because it's EMCable, and I'm going to build down about this far, and let's see, let's go down a little bit further. let's see, where's the point at which it goes black in the world? Right about here is a good spot to probably start with the roof. So this is going to be the roof line of our build, just like this. And then I need to go down, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, let's do 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then build out the floor down here. And it's going to be this way on all 4 sides of this. It's going to be an extension heading down. Yeah, I know the outside of this building is ugly, but remember, we were building, the idea of this was to build from the inside out. Nothing like watching the sunset, I think, as I'm building all these structures. I'm trying to frame things out. As you can see, I'm getting some friends here, but I'm trying to frame things out, and then I'll build out the outer walls, and then I'll build out the inner walls and the floors. Yeah, and I'm kind of thinking each room maybe will have its own sort of highlighted color scheme. So one will be like red room, one will be like blue room, green room, you know, purple room. I think that would be pretty fun. So for the upper piece, I was thinking stained glass, because this stained glass looks crazy cool. This one specifically right here has a really good, it looks like a crafting grid on the inside. I don't know, maybe I should go with this one as well. Oh, there's so many good options. Like I really like this one, and I like this one, and this one with a dark border. I'm gonna go with the one with the dark border. I think this one is going to fit our gray scheme really well. And look, the purple almost looks pink. That's kind of cool. The red has an orangey look to it. And the light blue, wow, these colors are really, really bright. I wonder what this is going to look like. So what I'm doing is currently I am taking this, as you can see. Oh, these edges aren't fully connected. I wonder how that's going to affect things. But what I'm doing is right here, I am going to have, let's say this is blue. Let's go ahead and click that. I have it set to build to me. Just sort of lining things up and placing them in. And look at that. Now, you know what? I could put some kind of light source on the outside of these as well. That would give it even cool. That would make it look even cooler. And it would have sort of a lit up border on the outside. Now, you have to check this out. It is looking pretty good. Now, the only downside is when I built it, I didn't realize that it was going to be an even number of sides. This room down here is actually even, which made my hallways 2x2, but I'm not too concerned about this. I actually kind of like it. It's a little bit different. And most things anyways will still fit in a 2x2 area, given that it's placed in the corners, which most of this stuff is going to be in the edges here like it's set up. So it shouldn't actually be much of a problem having that all set up like that. But I do like the glass up here. Like each room has its own color associated with it. It is looking pretty cool. Now this spot right here is where I want to place elevators. So temporarily we're going to be getting down here using elevators. Eventually RF tools will probably be the way we do it. That way we can designate exactly where we want to go. But ender pearls are going to be the only thing. I need, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8. I need 8 ender pearls from this. And then we need enough wool to cover this. So we just need 8 plain Jane elevators. Go ahead and throw that. I don't know if that's going to be enough. 6, and time to make more wool, right? So let's go ahead and make 2 more. And bam, we're ready to go. So the way this is going to be set up is, for right now, this is where the elevators are going to go. This area is going to get changed here in a minute. So what is here is not currently going to stay here. But I should be able to get down here, pop down, and place down my elevators to make it so I can easily travel to this area. And I'm thinking about color coding these to match the room that they are associated with. So after trial and error to try and get this to sort of transition right, this middle area is slowly but surely converting. And honestly, the whole base here might end up converting to more of a futuristic color scheme now that we have access to these blocks. But Down here, look at that. Fairly nice. And we have all this space for all of our blocks and all of our machines to be done here. Also, this is going to give a pretty good starting point if you guys want to download this world. I might actually include a version of this world where there is nothing here except for the starting tree right in the center, and nothing but lights. And yeah, I think I can include a version of that. Now I need to light the area that is downstairs, and to do this there is a mod that is on the last page here that is called Torchmaster. Now this is going to prevent mobs from spawning in our base, which I kind of want. It is a little bit expensive. It does require some diamonds and stuff, but this should prevent mobs from now spawning in our base even at night if things aren't lit up. But I also want feral flare lanterns. I'm going to place, I believe, one on each side of our base, down on the underside. They're going to be kind of hidden. I don't actually want these to be seen, but they should light up through walls even, which is the really cool part about them. And I believe it will reach all the way out here. They do reach quite a ways, and if not, I can always place them, I think, nearby or underneath. I don't want to use this middle area that is here because this is going to be used for something else later on, aka applied energistics. But for right now, let's see. I might be able to put this. You know what? I could probably put it on the top here, just like this, and see if this works. It should hopefully light up the area that is on the inside as well. And what this will do is it's going to place little light sources that are basically invisible all over the place. So I do need to get rid of these, and it should start placing light sources on the ground for me. Oh, just like that. You can see it did it right there. I wonder how this would look. Let's see. Actually, not bad. Actually, let's do this. So with this done and changed, the flooring I think would look so much better darker, so I'm kind of digging this. But I have something else in mind as well. For all of these where I broke up the pattern, I can do the same thing with the concrete as well by using a different patterned concrete. How about, I mean, I could use the same style that I'm going with. Let's try that, where this is going to sort of give it a futuristic vibe, kind of breaking things up. This can work. I'm thinking this will work. Can we do fuzzy? No, fuzzy is going to do everything. Let's do unconnected. And so now it's going to try and reach out and grab every type that's like that. Ooh, that gives it a pretty cool broken up vibe. I'm liking it. I'm digging this. Yes, I will say that looks good for now. All right, so things are starting to look even better. I have these platforms done. I'm thinking the inside of this building definitely needs to change as well. And I'm thinking about replacing all of the granite on this to some other color. Now that we have the exchanging tool in this darkness here, the granite just doesn't fit. So what should I use in place of the granite? Oh boy, I think I've found out what I want to replace it with. This right here. It may seem like an odd choice, but I think this is going to look way better than what's currently going on and is going to match, since this is sort of like an outline. Yeah, that definitely sets things off and doesn't stick out like a sore thumb like it's currently doing. This is kind of a better example right here. Quick tip, if you're building and you're using frame stairs and you want to swap out the material, bam, all you need to do is have a hammer. I don't know if this will hot swap if it's in your offhand. No. But you can hammer and then just right click, which does make it a little bit faster. I've found a solution. This right here. In the walls, we're going to go ahead and place the colors that match the color that is down below. Yes, this is working out perfect. I'm loving this so far. So I'm thinking about adding color to this, and I'm thinking about switching all the logs from spruce to mineral logs. Oh, this is a big change, a very big change, but I'm hoping that this is going to make things look a lot nicer. Now, the ones on the ground, I'm not changing. As you can see, they're not going to change the ones that are faced a certain direction, but like these, for example, all of these I want to have changed up. And now I don't know if I want these stripped or not, so I do got to figure that out. Oh shoot, this knocked all the signs off. Oh, you know what? It actually might be a good time to, you know what? I will replace all these signs with everyone's name that's on them. But here soon, I do need to figure out what I'm going to do with that, because I did want to set up an interesting a sign setup using RF tools. Now this feels a lot better. Okay, so I'm sure things are going to change. I like the back wall being the way it is. This is definitely really nice with the dark, and then I have these stripped in the middle, which look really good. I'm still not sure if spruce is the way to go with the color contrast, but we'll figure that out over time. Now, there is something else I would like to work on today. So with our base transforming, I'm thinking red side should be power. Yes, power. And speaking of power, we should probably get into, not the power mod, even though it is in here. I think we should get into thermal and start looking at dynamos and seeing if we can't generate some really, really nice power. For this project, I'm going to go with a tier 2 cobble gen, even though this literally just turns it into a regular, it's a cobble gen. I have some unfired. I'm going to go ahead and get those fired crucibles cooked up. I'm going to use 6 of them for right now and see how that works. With a barrel, or actually, I'm going to use a drawer for the buffer. And hopefully we can take this drawer, and I'm going to use pipes instead this time. So I'm not going to use the modifiers. So I'm going to end up using the logistics pipes. Good old fashioned logistics pipes. And we're going to use fluid pipes from this mod as well. So fluid from mechanism. That's what I decided I was going to go with. Now, all this lava that I'm going to be generating through those crucibles should make its way to a magmatic dynamo. Now, this is going to require some invar, which I do have more invar cooking up over here. And so if we get into thermal and we get the proper augments onto this dynamo, this should be a really, really good source of power early on. I think for right now, I'm going to try 2 of them with 6 lava sources. Each one of those are going to be at 60%. I'm going to be using a superheating element for all 6 of them. Believe it or not, after you make the magmatic dynamo, it does give you multi-cycle injectors, which is kind of nice. It does increase fuel efficiency. However, I don't know if fuel efficiency is something that I want to go for. Is it fuel efficiency I want, or do I want more power for the lava? So let's go ahead and get this bad boy set up. So to do this, I'm going to be using the superheating elements. We're going to start in the corner, and I guess I can go ahead and place the cobble gen right here. That should work. And then on the outside, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the superheating elements like so. Actually, I'm going to put these on the ground. They're going to be ground level. Like I said, I have 6 of them. They're going to go right here. Oh, that's cool. They have a multi-block texture. And then crucibles on top, just like so. And on top of this, we're going to have that drawer that is going to be collecting cobblestone. Now, we'll use the logistical pipe to send it to these. And we'll make sure to use the configurator to set these to extract. And that should extract fast enough to be able to fill at least all of these. Hopefully that's the case. Yeah, I'm seeing all of them fill up. Good, good. That means these are all generating lava. And now we're going to have our 2 dynamos. Okay, so they're all going to kind of share the output here. So we're going to do this and this. And then I'll have a basic pipe. This is the mechanical pipe. And then we'll just route this like so, making sure that this is all set to extract. and going to both of these, and these are now both producing power to this spot. At the moment, I think the best way to get power everywhere is to hook it up to our main network that we have going on with the dimensional cells. This still is a really good option. Later on, we will get into flex networks, which is another beautiful way to do this. But for right now, all we need is a plain Jane cell. Make sure we get our power card, and we just need to connect this and make sure it's an input. Now, the problem with this right here is this at the moment is not providing an input into our cell here. This is actually sending power here, but I'm pretty sure that we're going to be able to switch power sources very soon, and we won't probably even need these windmills. This will out-power those windmills so quickly. Almost forgot, we do need to link this card, and now we're ready to go. All right, so I'm going to place the dimensional cell here, and then we're going to set this to in. That is going to input, and then link, and we should see power start to generate right there. Now, this is not producing a whole lot. It's not producing a lot. What we want to kind of do is we want to find out how much we can increase these off of the amount of lava these are currently producing. And to upgrade thermal machines, well, there's a little bit we have to make. We have to make integral components. So if you're used to old versions of thermal, this is the new version. We need these integral components inside the machine in order for this to work. So with that said, this actually should be a pretty simple process. Let's go ahead and make 2 of them. We're going to go ahead and upgrade to the hardened version first. Now the next set is going to require electrum and signalium. Now, signalium and, as we found, inderium is not that difficult to make. However, inderium is something that we're not going to be able to really do at the moment. But we could make signalium. We're definitely going to have to make it at some point. Now, the blend, you know what? We could probably make the blend right now. This is actually really easy. All we got to do is crush down copper and crush down silver, and we should be good at that point. This is actually a really easy process because it looks like raw copper, or actually the ingot form, can be broken down using all the modium right here. Oh man, that actually makes it incredibly easy. Let's just make another hammer. Good old iron hammer. Wow, that makes it so much nicer. Because I think it was like aluminum and stuff. Yeah. All we need is, yeah, some silver dust. And right here, we can make ourselves some signalium blend, throw it in here, and yeah, we can make tier 2 components easily. And the same thing goes for inderium blend. I actually didn't even look at this when I was originally making inderium. This is lead, platinum, some ender pearls, and literally a hammer, and it makes the dust. I did find where it gets you on the platinum. So on the platinum, or on the inderium, to do it this way with platinum is the other way we did it with diamond. This way requires platinum, and platinum is something that we get later on. So to get the ore, we are going to need the platinum chunks, which we get from crushing in stone. Okay, so that's its own thing. Later on, of course, we'll be able to do that. So for right now, we'll be able to make the at least the tier 2 integral components. Luckily, we already have electrum from our jetpack, and bam, there we go. We have some nice upgraded components. Let's see what our quest gave us. Okay, so I guess those didn't give any rewards at all. All right, how do you upgrade these? Well, what you got to do is you got to put this inside, and that's how you upgrade these machines. You put it inside your augment. It counts as an augment slot. And as you can see now, we're producing 120 RF per dynamo, which is really nice. Currently, of course, this is full. So it is going to still use fuel, which is kind of a pain. But for right now, this is perfect. We have infinite lava going into our dynamos that are just working infinitely for us. Now, to increase this even further, let's take a look at some other augments. So I just finished up crafting the augment that is going to give us extra power out of our lava. Now this is an oh my gosh, if I can pronounce it, auxiliary reaction chamber. Oh my goodness. And this is crafted with signalium plates, a little bit of the glass, the hardened glass, and then a silver gears. Now, hardened glass is pretty simple to make. You can just use fire charges and quartz and obsidian and sand. It's really easy. The other way is to do it with the induction smelter, but thankfully a lot of this stuff is actually craftable. So what do we get for this? We actually got a quest for this. It gives us some silver back. That's kind of nice since it did cost a lot of silver, but this should beef up the output of these. So I'm gonna put 3 of them in each. Of course, yeah, you can right click on them. It does put them in here. And now these bad boys went from 120 RF to now 480 that it is currently generating. So we are now producing at the moment almost 1,000 RF per tick. That is awesome. That is awesome. I believe 960 is what we're producing. So this right here is really nice. Now the efficiency went down by 70, like more than 75% or 25%. It went down. If you use the efficiency ones, it'll give you like 133, I think, efficiency. But we are producing enough lava that I don't think it matters, but we don't have a load on the system yet, so it's really hard to tell. If we need to expand on our lava, it'll be a really simple process to do so. So guys, what do you think so far? I would love to hear your suggestions in the comments section below. I would absolutely appreciate letting me know what you think of this base. Are there any suggestions you would like to see in this pack happen? I would love to hear from you guys. And of course, I love to read the comments. I usually read them immediately, usually after the video goes live. So if you see any hearts in the chat down there, you know I've been down there reading them beautiful comments that you guys leave. Now, of course, well, guys, it's been kind of fun today. I got a lot of stuff done. I really wanted to get at least one modded thing done other than building. I built a lot today, several hours worth of building. Now those rooms are really massive that are underneath us. So there's a lot of space for expansion down there. But guys, I do want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video. And of course, that huge thanks is going to go to Dragonista. Thank you so much for your amazing support over on the Discord, becoming a Discord premium member. And of course, I told you guys I was going to redo all the signs. I of course did. This is going to eventually go on its own area. But we'll talk about that later. Guys, I want to say thank you so much for watching so far. We're in episode 10. World download is going to be available. There will be 2 different types. One that is completely wiped of everything that is going on here, allowing you guys to get a fresh start on this world. And then, of course, another one that is going to have all of the current stuff that is in here right now. So be sure to get that world download. The best way to do that is by becoming a Discord premium member and going to discord.gg/Chosenarchitect and joining our amazing community of over 25,000 members. That's just insane. This is insane. So guys, I appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Click that subscribe button, leave a comment down below, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. And as always, thanks for watching.